Okay, so we have two principles. Today's lesson is two greatest principles of health. Number one principle is preventive medicine, meaning we don't wait until we get sick. Number two is increasing in knowledge and experience about health. So increasing that continuum. So these are the two things we are going to explain during this study. God designed that our food should be our constant medicine. That's how God made things to be. He designed what we're eating to be at the same time our medicine. And Hippocrates, the father of medicine, he understood this very well. That's why he was able to heal almost every disease. But today, we depart from it. Hippocrates never used any drug. He used herbs in a natural way to heal people. Unfortunately, we still call his name as the father of medicine, but we don't practice what he practiced. Our body is so damaged today. I mean, very damaged. Even to our level of DNA. So, preventive medicine, that's number one. To prevent disease, we need to know the cause of disease. And we need to know how we get sick. And we need to make a difference between sickness and disease. A disease is the body effort to get rid of anything going on in your body. For example, fever. If you have a fever, it's the body fighting against infection, against anything going wrong in your system. But unfortunately, we try to suppress that fever. No. We should help the fever by doing steam bath, anything else. Yes, if the fever is not the regular fever, then that's different. Okay, that's different. Just an example. Sometimes you have a headache. If you check very well, it's not really your head hurting. You are constipated. Sometimes you feel very tired. You don't need any energy drink. You need to clean up your system. You are clogged up. Sometimes you have a foggy brain. You can't think through. Don't look for medicine for brain. You are deficient in copper, zinc, and the kind of fat you are using, you got to change it. If it's saturated bad fat, you got to change that because it's knocking down your brain. You got to change the health of your gut. So in the preventive medicine, there are things we need to pay attention to. Number one, we need to know the whole world is deceived when it comes to health. That is not my word. These are the word of medical doctors themselves. Any honest medical doctor will tell you they don't heal any disease. They treat the disease, meaning they are managing the disease for you. They keep it under control. Your diabetes keep under control, your blood pressure under control. Why we don't find out what caused the problem that we start reversing it? So to be able to prevent disease, we really have to understand that we are in a great age of deception of any kind. It's left and right. It's so deceptive today that we ourselves, we don't want to even look natural anymore. We want to look fake enough. Everything's getting fake. Even the food we eat is not natural food. So we have to understand the level of the deception. And last time I talked a little bit about the deception in nutrition today. That the information in the nutritional book, what is recommended to eat, these things are motivated by the market mind. We encourage milk because we want to sell milk. It's not because it's healthy. There's no logic, no science. All science I knew, all honest researcher will tell you the very milk your doctor prescribed to increase your bone density or increase your calcium is really unleashing calcium from your body. Why? Milk is acid forming, it's mucus forming. And because acid forming, the body needs the first number one mineral, alkalizing mineral in your body is calcium. So for the body to balance the pH of your body, of your lymph fluid, it has to pull out mineral, especially calcium, from your bones. Because your bones is the storehouse of the calcium. That's why your knee going to start hurting, your joint hurting, your cartilage starts depleting, that starts degenerating. We are in a big deception. Most of the food we eat today is made in laboratory. God didn't make them. Most of these things. And worse than that, we're making plastic rice, plastic cabbage, everything getting like, God just don't need to save us. But the same things they have made in a laboratory is the same people who grow in that and the same people who wrote the book that recommending that and prove it to be healthy. Okay, if it's that healthy, why are we eating it? We all getting sick, even a vegan getting sick. That means there's some serious deception behind. So before we get into this preventive medicine principle, we have to understand that the real issue of health nowadays is the devil behind the whole FDA business. It's a Satan mind to get everybody sick that we will be blaming God for our sickness. So before we continue, I would like to read some couple of things in the book, Healthy Living. Healthy Living. Page 13, paragraph 1. Page 13, paragraph 1. It says, it is our duty to study the laws that govern our being and conform to them. Ignorance in these things is sin. Whoa, did I read this right? Let me read it again. It says, it is our duty to study the laws that govern our being and conform to them. Ignorance in these things is sin. And I will ask myself, how many of us are very in this sin? That we are ignorant of the law of health. It's not only the 8 laws. Yeah, but we can calculate that in the 8 laws. Now look this, the 8 laws doesn't put ignorance there, but ignorance is one of the cause of disease. Maybe the most one. I will read another paragraph. Page 14, paragraph 3. Page 14, paragraph 3 says, ignorance of physiology and neglect to observe the law of health have brought many to the grave who might have lived to labor and study intelligently. So, we know in the Bible, in the book of James chapter 1, from verse 14 down, saying that will loss when it's finished bring death? Not sin. Sin when it's finished bring death. So, anything that brings death must be sinful. It's a must. Now, if the neglect or the ignorance or the physiology and the neglect of observing the law of health will bring us to the grave, that is sin. By deduction, ignorance in physiology and the neglect to observe the laws is sin. And that's why we are dealing with this second principle, which is, I will come back to This is the first principle letter. So we're dealing with the second principle, which is increasing knowledge and experience and health. Now, in the prevention of disease, preventive medicine, if you don't know, you cannot prevent. You just cannot. If you don't know how your body functions, you can't prevent disease. If we know how much we're hurting ourselves by not sleeping on time, anyone sleeping late is damaging your body than eating meat. It makes up the chemistry of your brain, of your body, because it's in the night that the body repairs itself. The body removes this lactic acid from your muscle. It will change your hormone level. It change your brain chemistry. It gives you melatonin to rest. Like, it's a whole new thing. And our body functions with the sun. Our body is so intelligent, so connected. We should not be alert in the night. No. Nighttime is a rest time. Anything you can do to observe that, do it. Understanding physiology, how your body functions, is very important. For example, your lymphatic fluid. Last time I was saying that your heart and your lungs help to pump the blood throughout your body. But nothing really pumping your lymphatic fluid, the largest fluid. How the lymph move? When we move. So when we're laying down, the lymph is not really moving right. That's why people have this, sore bed stuff. When you lay down in a hospital or whatever for a long time, your body starts decaying. Your flesh starts falling off because there's no circulation. So if I know nothing moves my lymph, I have to exercise. I have to walk. I have to run a little bit. I have to jump. It is a must. It's not about shaping the body. This is how the body functions. God make the body to move. That's why even Adam and Eve, when they have everything they need, they have the food, the play, everything set up. But God said, you still need to walk. You got to keep this garden. You got to be walking around. You got to sweat, if you would like me to say so. If you allow me to say so. So, another example, when we are eating, the pH of your hydrochloric acid should be about 2. Let's say you are going to eat a food rich in protein. Let's say you are vegan, you're going to eat, chickpeas, very rich in protein. Or any good seed, concentrate in protein. But you eating that food and you drink water. Whoa. The water going to dilute your hydrochloric acid, and you won't digest that protein very well. You will not. Now, undigested protein, if you get into your bloodstream, that is toxic. Extremely toxic. It's one of the causes of infection. People don't understand that. It will really, I don't know how to explain it. You listen to Dr. Robert Moss about that. Protein get leaking into your system. It's so dangerous. If you see, when you go to the hospital to do your test, they look at your protein level in your blood. If it's high, it's very dangerous. Where do you get that from? It doesn't fall from heaven. It comes from undigested protein because your hydrochloric acid is not okay. You are diluting it with water. So the best thing to do, digestion is going to need water. You drink 1 hour or 30 minutes before meal. Now, if you add a little bit of salt to your water, the salt helps the body to produce more and good quality of a hydrochloric acid. You can listen to many videos on YouTube. The doctor explains that to you. You take distilled water with salt. It changes the quality of your hydrochloric acid. It is so important and very vital that we don't know. So you can be vegan, but if you're drinking during your meal, you're still working against yourself. You can be vegan, but when you eat, you don't move around, you get stuck, or you don't exercise at all. You come out of your house, you get in the car, you go to work, you finish working, you get in the car, come home. No matter how vegan you are going to be sick because you are violating the law that rules the lymphatic system. If you work, you come home, you finish to eat, maybe eat late, then eating late, that's number one thing because your body won't digest all of that late. What do you do when you eat late? Take enzyme. Any good enzyme, take with your food, and you don't need to eat a very heavy food. Eat something that can digest in the next hour or two with enzyme quickly. Now, let's say, I want to give an example. Let's say you are a vegan, and most are Adventist vegan. In the morning, they take cereal and soy milk. And this cereal have any kind of thing you can imagine. Any kind of thing, prolactin, all of these anti-nutrients, they have MSG, everything you can imagine. We put it there and we add soy milk. That soy comes from genetically modified soy of nowadays that is so huge and big and intentionally made to make industrial plastic, and this is going to clog up your system. Soy used to be very good. If you find the original soy that is small bean, you can use it sometime, but not all the time. But the soy we have now, and most Adventists are on soy milk every day, it's going to really clog you up. It will get you sick. So, in the morning you take cereal and soy milk. For you, it's vegan. There's no meat in it. Great. But what you get from it is what? Noon. For your lunch, you get some rice and bean. And then you mix with some vegetable or whatever with some of this fake meat we're eating. Number one, you combine protein and carbohydrate. That should not be combined. That's violating the food combining principle. Number two, you need to know when during the day you should eat protein and when you should eat carbohydrate. You violate another law right there. Now, in the evening, we come back from work now, tired, all of that. Maybe you're going to eat the heaviest meal. For some of my friends Haitian, they will eat something they call maï moulin. It's very good meal. Like, I love it so bad. And you will eat that. It's made of corn, and now most of the corn are genetically modified. And you eat that, and then while you're eating it, you drink water on it, and then you go to sleep, stuck. The whole day you violate all the law of health, just like that. You are vegan. Everything you do is against you. You can't prevent disease in that lifestyle, no. Now, worse than that, if you finish to eat, now you go to sit just to watch TV instead of walking around a little bit. You see, watching TV until maybe 11 p.m. because TV is so attractive and all the programs are so interesting. So you can't sit there and get up like that. No. And we're doing this day after day. Oh, I don't eat meat, I'm vegan. So guess what? You will be diabetic. Many Adventists are vegan, but they still have to be on pill, on medication for diabetes. Something's not correct. Something's not all right. We can't do preventive medicine based on ignorance. It can work. I might not be giving today I will not suggest any ideal meal yet. It will come in the future, God willing. So we're going to look at how to eat, what to eat in the way of preventing disease. Now, another example is constipation. If you eat 2 times a day, you have to go to the bathroom 2 times. If your regular diet is twice a day, you got to go to the bathroom twice. If it's 3 times a day, you got to go 3 times. And if you don't, you need to know you are stuck in something somewhere. Something wrong. Many are constipated, but they don't know they are constipated. So I suggest at least once a week, do colon cleanse. Take some Cascara Sagrada capsule or Senum, Bowel capsule, or whatever that can clean your gut out. Do it once a week. That's what I do. So in preventive medicine, we have always to keep our system clean. We have to keep the 8th law of health. The next thing will be we have to constantly removing toxins from our body. Why? The whole world is very polluted right now. You see in the sky, this white line, they spray in the chemtrail. It's a heavy aluminum. And they find this aluminum in every cancer patient drug. Right there in the cancer cells. Everybody knows that aluminum is cancer-causing agent. Now they spray that on the whole continent. And nobody wants to say anything because they own the planet now. So what do? I take charcoal once a week. I recommend that if you can do it. Take charcoal, especially if you can do it in an empty stomach, that will be good. You can add a little bit of lemon to it, fantastic. If you want to do better than that, use Humec, Humec. I prefer something to take out heavy metal from people's system, especially people who have been under chemo for long. Take chemo or whatever, take it. It's 20 times. They prove it's 20 times effective than charcoal. Okay? I used to order some special charcoal from back home when they make it only with the herbs. That charcoal is so strong that you need like less than a capsule to detox your whole body. It's very strong. You can have a fever. You take one of that thing, your fever go away like in a joke. You will sweat. It's very good, but it's too expensive to handle. More than $200 for just 1 pound. So, but you can still earn your life as you can with what you have around. Every house should have charcoal. You must. Or the one night, in the middle of the night, like maybe 1 o'clock or 2, oh my goodness, I have a serious stomach ache. It was so bad. Even to move was very difficult, but I have to. I drag myself slowly until I grab the charcoal, put it in the water, and drink it. Oh, Lord, thank God. Thank God. In the next 10 minutes, I was completely relieved and go back to sleep. That's how knowledge can help you. It will really help you. I mean, if I don't know anything, I will have to call ambulance, and they're going to bring some lot of bills to pay. We can live healthful lives, safe lives, if we just choose to obey God and His instruction. He said ignorance in a matter of health is sin. That means we have to refrain from it and reform it. We can earn all the degree in this world, but we don't really care about our health. By the way, do we know that in your house, only one is important for God, you. God don't care about your house, your car, your whatever you earn. No, He don't care about that. He cares about the person He died for, you, only you. But on our budget, we are the last person. We put there mortgage for the house, the car, this. And when it's finished, really we have good money to buy healthy food. We just end up eating rice every day. And that rice, genetically modified. So it's a system the devil creates to make everybody sick. That's how the last place is going to be prepared. Why cancer is so increasing and we have better medical, invention, better medical discovery, better medical medicine, but the things in general getting worse because we are violating the principle of life. The next thing in prevention is protect your telomere. The telomere is at the end of your chromosome. And you know your cells divide. Our body recycles all the time. We are recycling. The body you have now is not the same you have 7 years ago. Every material is completely new. Even your bone recycles. Everything recycles. So now, in that recycling, if you put in good material, then you're going to build a good body. If you put in bad material, then sorry. You're eating junk food, you'll be a junk person. You're eating healthy food, you'll be a healthy person. So the telomere, anytime the cell divide, the telomere shorten. Cell divide, telomere shorten until when the cell cannot divide anymore, you have to die from age. So aging is not a number of years. Aging is the length of your telomere. This is pure science. You can learn from there's a doctor, his name All Sears. He's extremely good in these things. All Sears. You can Google him or go on YouTube and listen to him. So you can take some telomerase, which is an enzyme that slows down the shortening of the telomere. That's number one. If you really want to live long, that's what you have to do. You want to prevent disease, how you have to do. Next, think about after telomere, antioxidant principle. I did talk about that last time. It's like if you take a piece of metal, piece of iron, piece of any metal, no, metal especially, piece of iron, you put it out there, rain fall on it, sun come on it, I give you a couple of days, you're going to see that iron start being rusting. If you stay there longer, it will keep rusting until it reduces to nothing. Exactly how our body functions. Now, the same piece of metal, if you can put oil on that metal every day, that metal will be out there forever, it will not rust. So that oil is doing the work of an antioxidation. So we get a lot of oxidation from what? From free radicals. Where the free radicals come from? Free radicals are the ashes. Like, let's say you burn the wood. You burn the wood. When the wood is finished to burn, the ashes left, like the leftover. So when we eat food, you digest the whatever has to go to your bloodstream, it absorbs in your small intestine, go in the bloodstream. One goes through the blood capillaries, the other goes through the lymph capillaries. Now, whatever the body don't need, it goes to the great colon, the colon, and then go in the bathroom. Now, when these nutrients go in your body, the body going to use them. The body will use your amino acid from protein, your fatty acid from the fat you eat, your glucose from the carbohydrate you eat, and all the other stuff. In digestion, the mineral and vitamin does not really change. Okay? Now, you just need the core factors of these minerals and vitamins. We're going to be looking at this thing where we're going to talk about how to write protocol. We will explain this in details. So, antioxidation. So when the body uses these, I can call it the matters from digestion, the body uses it to have energy, to do all the body things. When it's finished, you're going to have the leftover, like the ashes from that function. These ashes represent what? Free radical in your system. It should not be there. So how do we take it out? By taking antioxidants and by also moving our lymph. The lymph is there to collect these things and flush it out through our sweat and many ways to put it out. So we need antioxidants, good minerals, good vitamins that go against oxidation, good oils. For example, vitamin E is antioxidant. Vitamin A, same thing. Omega-3, one of the greatest antioxidants. Another one is glutathione. I think they must be the number one antioxidant in our body, glutathione. And to get the highest glutathione, you need SOD. And the best source of SOD is chaga mushroom. It's not a mushroom, it's a chunk from the birch tree. It's so important, and I did talk a little bit about that the Siberian people, they drink that every day, like a regular tea, and they live way like 50 years plus. And this called for serious research, and they start studying to see, anybody have a high level of SOD will live very long, anybody. So I can use that in preventive medicine, taking chaga daily. So I can slow down the oxidation of my body. I can be taking charcoal every day to be pulling out toxin from my body. I will be exercising and keeping all the 8 laws every day. And at the same time, I'm learning how things work. So preventive medicine is about being conscious, especially about how much health is part of the great controversy. I cannot overemphasize on this. It's not just about health. Satan really wants us to make everybody sick. And for we Adventists who don't know, don't forget, if you violate the law of health, very soon you come by, you can't say, I don't know how you're going to heal your health. If you're on a medication and you cannot buy, you cannot sell, I don't know how you're going to make it. So it's time for us to start really thinking about what is priority in life. Is it the house or is my body? We have a big house for our body, but our soul is homeless. Our soul is homeless. We're not taking care of the real being, who we really are. I'm going to read something again from Helpful Living. Helpful Living, pages 17. Page 17, paragraph 3 says, the transgression of physical law is transgression of God's law. Whoa, let me read that again. The transgression of physical law is transgression of God's law. Our Creator is Jesus Christ. He is the author of our being. He is the author of our physical laws, as He is the author of the moral law. And the human being who is careless and reckless on the habit and practice that concern his physical life and health sins against God. Do we see that? When we are careless and reckless about these habits and practice concerning our physical life and health, it's a sin against God. God is not reverenced. God is not reverenced, respected, or recognized. This is shown by the injury done to the body in violation of physical law. So taking care of our body is something very, very, very important. It's not just about being vegan, no, or vegetarian. I'm going to read from page 18, the same book. Page 18, paragraph 4, it says, indifference and ignorance in regard to the law which govern our being are sins so common that we have learned to look upon them with undue tolerance. You hear people say, oh, keeping the law here will not save you. It's not salvatory, or it's not salvific. Seriously, ask yourself, what is the mind behind that? Is the mind of obedience, or is the mind of disobedience? Our action is not a problem. It's the mind we have. Are we depending on our own word? Or are we depending on thus said the Lord? God said the body is the temple of the Holy Spirit. That means we have to keep that body healthy. I'm going back to page 17, paragraph 2. Helpful living. 17, paragraph 2 says, God's law is written by his own finger upon every nerve, every muscle, every faculty which has been entrusted to man. Can you imagine that? God writes his law on your brain, your nerve, your muscle, your bones, your everything. And he expects you to respect how the body functions. God said, move around, exercise. You say, no, I'm not moving. God said, don't drink water during your meal because you're going to really mess up the digestion of your protein and intoxin will come out of that. You say, I will drink because I'm used to it. God said, don't sleep late. You say, that's how we live in New York. Which mind is that? The mind is rebellious against God. So you can be vegan and be in bed with this law violation. She went so far to say that when we are violating the law, we are violating the violation of the law of the Ten Commandments. It is a very serious declaration that we have to pay attention to. How can you keep Sabbath if inside yourself you don't feel comfortable? Now, the worst of the thing is this bad food makes us feel sluggish. You don't have energy. You feel uncomfortable. You feel sometimes afflicted. Now, guess what happens when we get afflicted? Then we're going to see exactly that Satan is behind these things, making us safe enough to be doing what we want. I'm reading from page 38. Page 38, paragraph 4. It says, Satan knows that he cannot overcome man unless he can control his will. He can do this by deceiving men so that he will cooperate with him in transgressing the law of nature. Paragraph 5. Anything that lessens the physical power, enfeebles the mind, and make it less clear to disseminate between good and evil, between right and wrong. May God help us. That's all I can say. So when our mind is afflicted, He's going to walk through that. He will definitely take over. You will see in the Bible when God has to use somebody in a special way. God gave instruction even to the mother. Don't eat this, don't drink this, because you want to preserve the brain very healthy, because the brain is our only medium communication we have with God. The only medium. So, in recap, what can we say? We can say in preventive medicine, number one, be aware. And I mean, be aware of the deception of nowadays about health. Be aware that it's a conspiracy. Satan is 100% involved in the health industry. And most of the books out there, they make you study these things day and night to give you a degree, just that you will be a very good deceiver. Satan is behind it. That's number one thing we need to know. So health is about great controversy. Number two, we cannot only rely on these books. We have to use our common sense and understanding. Last time I gave an example of Buchenko family. That the women go forward, change the diet, heal the whole family, but they still be in trouble because these are not complete. Until she studied the diet of the chimpanzee or gorilla. They have the closest DNA to our DNA. And they have the closest nutritional chart as we should. And she changed the diet of her family onto that, everyone is fine. So, but you cannot really find any nutritionist going to recommend you to follow the diet of the gorilla. Now, he will tell you about what is in the book. And these books are written by the same people who are running the farming business. So it's a big, huge channel of money-making machine. So we have to be aware of these things. I don't say we should not read books. So we read a book with an open mind, knowing that I need to check everything here. It's not because the doctor said this person said that it's okay. No, it's not. I did say last time, in this same building here, there was a church member from Moraija Church having cancer. I went to visit that man in the hospital. Somebody have leukemia, you give me egg, bread, milk. How that person can live? It will not. We can pray and fast as we want. Nothing's going to happen. Because God says very well in Medical Missionary, page 13, paragraph 3, and page 14, paragraph 1, that if we are violating the law of health, we can pray and fast. He will not listen to our prayer. God is very clear on these things. He won't hear our prayer at all. We can pray fast, announce the sick. He will not heal. Number 3, understanding the principle of oxidation. How our body is oxidated from the arches of digestion and the function of our being. So you put antioxidation. So you learn about antioxidation, okay? Glutathione, SOD, the vitamin, the mineral, anything that helps for antioxidation. That's number 3. Number 4, understanding the telomere shortening. Because that's the key of our health. Telomere shortening. That's number 4. So what do you need? You need telomerase. At the same time, avoid things that are oxidating your DNA structure. And saying that, I can add number 5, which will be protecting the integrity of your DNA structure. Protecting the integrity of your DNA structure. What do I mean? Your DNA is essentially, okay? Essentially, that's the main constituent. Essentially made of minerals, carbohydrates, and amino acids. These are the 3 main components of your DNA. Now, we said that our body recycles. It depends on organ. Now, it depends on the kind of protein you are eating, and digesting from that protein, that is the kind of amino acid you are going to have, because amino acid come from the protein. If you are eating protein from meat or fish, the body will use amino acid derived from that to make your DNA structure to continue, because how the body sensitizes the protein is the DNA gives the information to your RNA messenger, and the RNA messenger are going to copy that information and go to the ergotoplasm and then give these ribosomes, and with all that is needed, with amino acid needed in your cytoplasm, and going to make the protein that's needed. But for people who are interested in medicine, you can look at the synthesis of protein. You don't really have to. But what I'm trying to say here is the material you give it to the body, that's what the body is going to use to make things. Now, more than that, if you are breaking your DNA by eating food poor in minerals, you are in a big trouble. And that is the biggest trouble we have today, because the food, the way it is grown on the same soil every year, the rain is draining the minerals down deep in the soil. The surface is very depleted, very poor. You can be a vegan and be very deficient in mineral. I mean, very. You need to supplement mineral. And the bed sauce, sea moss, is a king in mineral. Wild green juice, great. And you add other things that can help as good salt like Himalayan pink salt, Celtic salt that have good mineral also. But the best salt is wild green juice, sea moss, and other things. So preserve the integrity of your DNA by giving to the body good quality of amino acid, good quality of minerals, and good quality of carbohydrates, so that your body can function right. And also protect your telomere. I keep saying that. Protect your telomere. So that's number 5. Number 6, always detoxing. You have to be detoxing, because left and right, if you are cooking right now, you bring all of this gas. You breathing it. You're driving, you bring a lot of gas. You eat this food, you have pesticide, insecticide, everything in it. Hormone, whatever, call it. The list is very long. We are constantly being intoxicated. So we need to detox, remove these heavy metals. Using charcoal, using bentonite clay, using humic, using fulvic, using whatever you have. Detox heavy metal. Cleanse your guts. Remove any blockage. That's number 6. Number 7, keep the pH of your body right. That should be number 1, but it's okay. The pH. Keep your pH as alkaline as possible. And when it comes to pH, we need to know your body pH depends on the body part. Okay? The pH of your stomach is different than the pH of your liver. It's different from the pH of your lymphatic fluid. Different from the pH of your blood. The blood pH should not be below 6.4. If you go below that, you're dead. You can't live. You just cannot. But based on the research I did and the information I have. But the lymphatic fluid, yes, that can go lower and the body can take it. Because this is the largest fluid of the body that is a backup to the blood, to protect the blood. Okay? Keep your pH right. Acidosis, avoid acidosis. So meaning, don't eat acidic food, acid-forming food. This cereal, very rare you're going to find. Most of the vegan food we're eating is very acidic. Rice, white rice, very acidic. Potato, acidic. All of this is acid-forming. It's not alkaline at all. What is alkaline? Sprout seed, great. Green juice, oh, marvelous. Salad, green salad, well done, good. Fruit, wow. When it comes to the fruit, some fruits are sour, but they are not acid. For example, lemon, lime. It's sour, it's acidic, but when you go in the blood, it's 100% alkalizing. Okay? So do all the research on how to keep the body alkaline. You can take hydrogen peroxide daily if you want. It's very good. Okay, if you can take the 35% food grade hydrogen peroxide daily. It's very, very good. Or if you're in a severe case, you can take an oxygen capsule. I'm doing new research now on the oxygen capsule, how it works in your body. It's amazing. You know, it's a form of ozone therapy. So it keeps your pH right. Minerals. So when we're talking about pH, we are referring to acidosis, okay? Now, for example, let's say you're eating all the good food and you are low in iron. Okay, when you don't have iron, you won't have enough oxygen. And you don't have enough oxygen, guess what you're going to have? You're going to have fermentation. And all the bacteria, or most of the bacteria, to be fair enough, grow in anaerobic environment, meaning lack of oxygen. So all of this pain and inflammation, all of that, it comes first from that, from the lack of oxygen that's linked to lack of iron. How do I get natural iron in my body? Number one is CMOS. CMOS is a beast in iron. Iron, CMOS give you iron. Green juice give you iron. Herb like sarsaparilla give you iron. Guinea hen weed give you iron. Callaloo give you iron. Or the wild pigweed, great. Okay. Herb like chaparral give you iron. Cleaver give you iron. Elderberry, very good in iron. Elderberry. You can buy the berries and make it the juice of your family. You can combine elderberry and the, how you call this? Hibiscus. Hibiscus. You combine both of these, and you make yes.
Sorrel.
Sorrel, thank you. So hibiscus is also sorrel. So you can combine elderberry and sorrel, and then you make you just cook it a little bit, and with distilled water, and you add a little bit of Celtic salt to it, and any sweetener you can add, a little bit of good honey, or you can blend date, add it to it, and you make a fresh juice for the family. Add a little bit of vanilla or whatever you want it to taste good, smell good, or drop of lavender oil to it. And you make a perfect juice for the family. Put in a big jar or big glass, whatever. Put in the fridge. That is a juice and a medicine at the same time. And you don't need to go in the store buying this crap. We can live healthy if we choose to. Nobody's behind us to go get degrees because we feel the need for it. If the day we feel the need to take care of our health, we will read, we will research, we will listen to people who are doing it, we will grow. Our problem is we do not value how much we cost. We believe Christ died for us, but it doesn't mean nothing to us. Because if you really believe that that man, that King of Kings, accepts to die for you, and you don't care for the life he died for, something's wrong with you. Something really disconnected, not right. That's why we need to look at health like it's not just about health, it's a spiritual matter. It's the consideration we have for how much we cost, the value we have. This is a very sad thing. We value everything else except ourselves. Nowadays, it's easy for people to walk away from their marriage, but they can't walk away from their job. Man, the job is important than marriage. Because marriage is what? God's institution. We are losing value of what really matters. We don't have a respect for life. We don't have respect for families. We respect our job so much because we believe in job. I don't say you don't need a job. I'm just saying that we need to put things in the right order of importance, of priority. You are the priority. Why? You cause the life of the Son of God. Your body don't belong to you. Somebody purchased that. It is his belonging. Don't treat it as you want. Okay? The next thing is keeping the 8th law perfectly as you can. That will be number 8. Keeping the 8th law perfectly as you can. Number 9, have your yearly routine. What do I mean by that? You need to have your program for the year according to the abundance of the kind of food during that time of year. For example, the greens are coming out in April. Well, we're talking about North America. Well, this thing coming out, these are certain one is wild dandelion, plantain, bulldog, yellow dog, all of this. It's time for you to use them. Use them a lot. At least for 3 months straight. What are you doing? You are giving free food to your body, high energy, high healing, high detox, high nourishment, high iron, high antioxidant, like everything. For how much? For $0. Because these grow wild. What do? Once a week, if it's Sunday, drive out of the city, make friends. If you're in the city, make friends in the country. Go there once a week and have a bunch of fresh vegetables, wild, wash it very well, and the water you're going to use to wash it, I would suggest you put some couple drop of MMS to kill any bacteria, or you can also use hydrogen peroxide that can help, or white vinegar, whatever is available. But MMS is the best to use for kind of like that. And you have like 7 Ziploc bags, and you mix this herb. You can take dandelion, bulldog leaves, or yellow dog leaves, and plantain, and mustard garlic leaf, whatever you have. Combine at least 5 leaves. Put in that big bag and zip it up. 7 bags. I mean, each day you have each bag. If you don't have time to juice, this is what you do. Sometimes you can have a very, very, very crazy schedule. You cannot juice. You can blend. Buy a powerful blender like Vitamix. Put this vegetable there and add what? Date to it. Date, make it a little bit slight. It's not sweet, but make it like easy to take. Don't make it horrible until you're going to get discouraged. Especially if you deal with children and everybody. Don't make things horrible in the family, no. Especially in the beginning, if they like sweet, put it sweet for now until you transit slowly from sweet to less sweet until it become normal. Go slow in any transformation. So you cannot just still blend them. Blend it with some coconut water or distilled water and salt. Blend it and add a date to it, and you drink a big cup of that. I guarantee you, 1 cup of that wild greens is more than if you're drinking 1 quarter or 1 gallon of a green juice from the vegetable from the store. I can tell you that. Even organic, whatever you juice, it cannot equal that thing. We have it for free. We just need to know about it, how to find it, how to identify it, and have it for free. We can live great life if we want to. The same way we have a degree, we work hard to earn all the degree, we can study hard about our health, how it works. So, during that time, from April, you don't have berries yet. Berries don't come out yet. But the green are already out. So you do a heavy green. Now, by June, the berries are coming out. So you do April, May, June, a lot of greens. So when the berries come out now, you go heavy on the berries. And the berries going to last to September for most of the time. Let's say, or end of August, September. So you do heavy berries that time. When it's finished now, we start getting the winter. That's how you can do sprout seed, mush sprout seed, and this thing, and you follow that. You can see yourself being eating very good, like year round, without any problem. If you just learn and have the knowledge how things work, you can do that. You can literally do that. It's about being educated. Our problem today is anytime we learn something, the first thing we look for is, oh, this is too difficult, we can't do it in the city. How do we look for obstacles first? What we don't ask, you know what, this is difficult, but they must have a way. Let me search for it. Let me look for it. Let me see if somebody out there doing it already, I can learn from it. Go on YouTube and put something there, living on wild vegetables. There's a woman in Arizona. I was shocked. She had a whole restaurant, and she ran the restaurant on wild vegetable and fruit and nut stuff like that. I was like, wait. She will go in a while and pick dandelion, all of these things wild, and come and make salad, all of that. I was like, wow. She will go wild and pick all of these nuts and make the dressing, all of that. She said we can live without money. I was so shocked. Her name is Katrina Blair. You can look at it. Katrina Blair. I was very shocked to see it's possible. Okay. I went to Dr. Andens. He just passed this year in the 91, I think so. If you look at this man's skin, you can't believe it. 91. He's still driving. He's still doing everything. He's still lifting up things you can't believe he can lift up because he is eating healthy. At 90, he can do anything. He can run, do everything. I even saw him last year. I went there myself. He can do everything by himself. Doing farming, anything, do anything. He died healthy. Well, he was naturopathic doctor, so he knows what he's doing. So we can learn if we want. If we can get it, if we have the will, we will do it. Sometimes we can come in a community. Sometimes you can't go to the country to do these things. You have a lot of farmer market. Go and make a deal with a farmer. I was watching a video on YouTube. Somebody say he just harvest wild vegetable, especially down the line, and put in a branch and come in the city and sell it for $900. I was like, what? We can do anything if we just accept to think outside of the box. We need to know city is like a big, beautiful prison. Satan put everybody there, and he decides what we should eat, how we should live, when we should sleep, what to do. He dictates everything. He put a school and say, okay, you will only learn what I want. We need to start thinking different. God never made this life to be like this. It's time to think right. So in this preventive medicine way, you got to learn how the year, it depends where you live. Living in the Caribbean is different from here. You're going to do it differently. But we have to be conscious that the season and our body work together. So if God allows some season to give you much more something, then God expects you to eat a lot of that at that time. That's what I'm trying to mean. When the winter comes, it's time to eat high fat. Why? The high fat is going to give you more insulation under your skin so you'll feel less cold. Oh. Together, because God there's no vegetable out there, now you're going to eat good fat. What do you eat as the good fat? More avocado, more coconut oil, more hemp oil. Eat food that is very high in fat. It increases body energy and give you good insulation and it protects much more your brain. By the way, the cell membrane made 50% fat, so it's great. I would recommend you look at Dr. Ann Wigmore. She is one of the best when it comes to understanding eating wild and eating healthy. In 1980s, she was healing any kind of cancer. That's why they ended up killing her. She was mysteriously burned in her house. Nobody can explain that until today. Because she was leading a big movement. And that is my opinion. I believe that she was killed. 2016, we know that, even 15 and 16, many doctors that spoke against vaccine, they killed them. They died in their car, shot in the head. Some of them draw in the wood. Some draw in a river. More than 20 of them. Go on YouTube and listen to the news. Anybody stand against anything wrong this system is doing, they will kill you. That means we need to see there's a spirit behind. So we can't just go careless. And now God says, if you listen to Satan and violate the law of hell, you are sinning. We have to take that seriously. We have to take that seriously. Prevention. That was number 9. Number 10, I would say keep educating yourself, okay? Keep informing. Taking herbal tea daily. Taking herbal tea daily. Have some daily routine. Understanding the oil, the sense that this oil, how it heals. You can have Crohn's disease. There was an athlete called Mayer. He had Crohn's disease for years. He's a world champion in the gymnast. A champion have money, but he can't find no doctor to take care of him properly. And somebody told him to use oil, coriander oil, these oils. And she ended up inventing a machine that can press the oil right, and the oil healed him from that. Learn about this oil, how they work. Also learn about essential oil. They are healing things. They heal you very well. Dr. Ingram have Lyme disease for years and to close down his office. Can't function right. What he used? Wild oregano oil and sage for 2 months straight. It killed the Lyme disease from his body. I don't care what infection you have, even AIDS, whatever it is. If you can stop this, meaning you cut off protein and carbohydrate from your diet, 100%. If it's possible for you, you can retreat for 3 months and go wild vegetable with juice, like 1 quart 2 a day, and go 100% raw and take this heavy oil. Any infection in your body will get out. It will get out. Anything. It just requires a lot of knowledge and a lot of sacrifice. If you can't move to the country, you're in the city, make a deal with any farmer. Any farmer that comes to farmer market, tell him to harvest this for you. You're going to pay for it, and you make a deal. You can. It's always a way if we want to. You know, it's a lot of things to learn. A lot to learn. Preventive medicine. Keeping your pH up, living right, keep the heat low, keep antioxidant, protect your telomere, all of these things. So number 2 is increase in knowledge and experience. So keep asking people. Don't be too knowledgeable. That's deadly. Don't know too much. You won't know anymore. And you even lose what you know. Share knowledge. Learn from people. And don't trust everything. Anything you learn, verify first. Verify that first. Okay? When onion is abundant, eat a lot of onion. Anything that comes in abundance, if it's healthy, eat a lot of it. Eat a lot of it. Yesterday, I went to a store, and they have ginger coming straight from Africa. And they were selling it for cheap. And I look at this, it's really organic, very different. Guess what? I bought like a lot, more than 10 pounds. What I'm going to do, I'm going to make my own cream. I'm going to juice that and drink it for maybe a week. You're going to flush anything hiding however in your body. So we have to learn these things. Okay? You can have it like a day. You can say to yourself, okay, this week I am going healthy. This is me time. I'm not taking care of anything else me. Otherwise, you wake up in the morning, take your colon cleanse. After colon cleanse, take herbal tea. Okay? After your herbal tea, you can make a green juice. Let's say you wake up in the morning, 6 o'clock. Take lemon water, and that water is distilled water and 2 or 3 lemon juice. You drink that. You wait for 30 minutes, you take a Sagrada capsule. You're going to send it to the bathroom a lot. Fine. After an hour, you drink herbal tea. Herbal tea you can put like chaparral, bogleweed, blue vervain, hydrangea, yellow dog, bulldog, dandelion roots. Mix all of it is good. Mix it up. Make a tea from it. You drink that. You wait for another hour, take a green juice. That's 24 ounces of green juice. 24. Don't drink all 24 one time. The body won't take all of that. The body will take 8 ounces every 20 to 30 minutes. That is science. The body absorbs juice in 15 to 20 minutes. You give it 10 minutes rest, you drink another one. So if you have 24 ounces, you drink 8 ounces 3 times. When it's finished, you're going to be like midday. You're going to have your lunch, make a smoothie. In your smoothie, you can use, for example, sesame sprout or any good sprout, okay? You use 2 tablespoons of sea moss powder, okay? You can add digestive enzyme if you want. You can add coconut milk, homemade. If you can do homemade, that's great. You can add dates to it to sweeten a little bit, okay? You can add walnuts, any good nut, but don't use peanut, don't use cashew, don't use almond. They're not healthy. I'm sorry, they're not. They taste good, but they're not healthy at all. Okay, cashew, you have to use cashew, use a little bit, and make sure you use a lot of green so it balances the pH out. But don't just do a smoothie with cashew. It tastes so good, it's very acidic. It's not healthy. But if you're going to make salad dressing, you can use a little bit of cashew because the salad, the green is going to balance the pH. It's okay. So don't do too much of it. Okay, almond is good, but has too much cyanide in it. So be very careful. That's why the wild almond, if you eat wild almond, only 5 of that almond will kill you. That's how toxic it is. So people go big about almond, be very careful. If you really want to use some of it, soak it out and remove whatever you got to remove before you use it. It's good, but don't take in large quantities. Peanut is very rich, good for your brain. Peanut is good for man. You will be good in bed, but too much peanut is very acidic. It's acid forming. You're going to grow all the fungus around your body. The yeast infection, everything come out. So be careful with peanut. It tastes good, but it's not that healthy. It's healthy if you are very active. Okay, let's say if you do heavy work. You eat a little peanut, you go, you sweat out. That's it, done. So be slow on some of the nuts or seeds because they're not that healthy. Okay? You can be vegan. If you're eating too much nuts that have this saturated fat, it will make you diabetic. It will build up bad fat around your cells, and you are going to be diabetic even though you are a vegan. Yeah, it will happen. We saw it happening. So midday, you do your smoothie, put all of this good stuff in it. Okay? When I did it myself, I put a piece of ginger, a little bit of cayenne, make it hot a little bit, add 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. Great. You have to do that. Now, you wait. In 4 o'clock, you want to do something, drink berry juice. Okay, you can drink berry juice or eat some berries or cherries. The best of the cherry is what? Red cherries. Healing. Very healing. Somebody sent me a video last time how it have melatonin in it, and I go research it. Yeah, I have a lot of melatonin. Very good. Take in the evening if you have a sleeping problem. But at the same time, know that I have vitamin C too, so you got to know what you're doing. You have melatonin, but at the same time, I have vitamin C that can prevent you from sleeping, so check it out right. In the evening now, eat some salad. Eat some green and put one avocado and dandelion leaf, a kale, whatever is there. You're fine. You're great. You can do that for a week. You don't eat nothing cooked. Or you can do it for a month. You clean up your body, eat right, and regenerate yourself. If you can do that on your vacation days, ooh, great. You have 2-week vacation, don't eat nothing cooked. You go this way. Green, vegetable, herbal tea, cleaning the body, exercising. If you're exercising, going in the sauna to sweat out all the cramp. And then you can do an Epsom salt bath. You know, you do all of the things you can do for 2 straight weeks. Believe me, you make a brand new person. You can do this if you want, if we just want. If you just make it a priority to take care of the body somebody died for. So it's about consciousness. It's about how we prioritize our health as a holy duty to take care of it. I said previously, I'm going to read again before we close. I'm going to read from Helpful Living, page 13, paragraph 1. It says this: it is our duty to study the law that govern our being and conform to them. Ignorance in these things is sin. I'm going to leave you with this word, and we are going to close right there. If there are any question or comments, let me know. If you want to do a comment, we are open to it. When I have a question, it's open. And the diet I would recommend personally, I don't recommend any other diet than mucusless diet. Read the book of Professor Arnold Harris. You will have better understanding. Or listen to many people who practice the mucusless diet. That is the best diet. It's better than ketogenic diet or paleo diet, whatever diet out there. Mucusless diet is the most thoughtful, most balanced, most healthy, most healing diet out there. Mucusless diet. So you can add it to the list. That would be 11. Okay, 11 ways to prevent disease and keep your health right, and keep learning, keep improving. God bless you again. The floor is open now for question and comments. You can unmute yourself, pressing *6 or *61 to unmute, so you can ask question or you can comment. Any question, any comment? No question, no comment. I'm going to wait a little bit and we are going to pray to close.
Oh.
Yes?
Yes, hi. My question is, besides charcoal, could you tell us the what to use to eliminate toxins in the body?
Yeah. Number one, start reducing anything that poisons your body. For example, if you have your laundry machine in your house, put it in a way that you don't breathe these things, or you make it run when you're not home, and let your window open. Like do things, if you're cooking, let your window open, or you can put some fan, anything, you put yourself less exposed to toxins as much as you can. That's number one. Number two, taking charcoal in empty stomach if you can with lemon juice. Okay? Now, the research showing that humic is way, 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 way better than charcoal when people are under heavy metal toxicity, like somebody come out of chemo, full of mercury, all of this bad stuff. Then charcoal will not be enough. So, but you can make a formula of charcoal, bentonite clay, and humic, and psyllium husk, all of these things, you can take that. Green clay, all of this will detox you very well. Okay, this is it depends on what you have. If the case is very serious, I would suggest we can talk later on. There is something I learned from a doctor called Dr. Yu. You can listen to him even on YouTube, I think so. So the government giving $8 million every year to detox people from 9/11 problem. Because 9/11 people breathe a lot of this toxin from the horrible. So what he did, he gave you niacin. Niacin, don't take niacin without flash. Niacinamide, no. Take a niacin that will give you hot flash. Take the niacin, you're going to increase your body temperature and open up the pore of your skin and also open up your cells. So you take the niacin and you exercise intensely for 20 minutes. When you exercise like that, it increases the speed of your lymphatic fluid. Now the niacin open up your cells and your pores, and then you get into the sauna. Now in the sauna, you are going to sweat this thing out. So why he did that, when people are in the sauna, they give it a towel. And the person will be, wiping out this sweat with the towel, and they take the towel to the laboratory. All the toxin from 9/11 is right there. So it's really effective. So I took it and I improved it. I add charcoal to it. I add other things to it, and I make it very, very strong to detox people who have went through chemo, all of this stuff. It's very effective. I mean, very. Okay? You can buy Humix from Life Extension. And I also made a formula for heavy metal detox. It's very effective, very good. Anybody need it, you can call me. I can ship you that. So I make a lot of medicine here. If you really need, I can help you out.
Thank you.
The main thing is avoid exposure. Avoid exposure to toxins. Even our clothing, we get a lot of toxins from our clothing. Cotton clothing is better. We should not wear underwear that are not cotton, 100% cotton. Women are getting a lot of toxin from their napkin. You got to check the quality of napkin you use it. Otherwise, you're going to be in big trouble. Now they are forcing this thing to create vagina cancer and uterus cancer from these things. So women need to be very careful. I was watching something last time. They put in some fluid in this brow, the brow to keep your breath off. They put some fluid in it, and it's giving it cancer to women. Like many women getting cancer from this, but they don't know. Nobody knows. So I watched this thing last time. I was so shocked. It's a kind of fluid they put in a container. It's in the brow that you can't even see it. And the woman cut it off. If you see what come out, and they go and analyze this, it's crazy. It's really crazy. Like, we are in the world how we have to think again. If you are a man, you are wearing underwear that's made of a lot of, how you call it, nylon? Or in French we say nylon. I don't know how you call it in English. Nylon. You're going to heat up your testicle. Believe me, you're going to have a low count of sperm. You are risking prostate cancer later on. Be very careful things you put as underwear. We get toxins from left and right. This thing we buying out there, protein shake, this shake, that shake, left and right, it's not, you don't know where it's coming from. We don't know. So we have to avoid things in a can, in a bottle. If you're buying a bean from the cane, this one from the cane, do you know how they preserve cane from being rot? You put a lot of oxygen in it. And extra oxygen is toxic to your body. You know? We are in trouble. Like, I don't know. We need to just look at it that something's not right. Canned food is no. I don't care if it falls from heaven. Don't touch it. When you put a food in a can, canned food, don't eat it. Do not. It's easier, it's more convenient, but guess what? It helps you have all the convenient disease too. So toxicity is come from a lot of places. How we handle our house. Your house always closed, no air in the house, it's not good. Mold in the house. Basement might have mold you don't know. Sometimes the bathroom, behind the bathroom wall, you have a black mold there. You're going to make everybody sick in the house. It's checking. Sometimes it's your sink, the kitchen under the sink, mold grow in there. It make everybody sick in the house. You don't know why it's doing that. So when we're talking about toxicity, it's very wide. It's really serious stuff. The pipe water is very toxic. In New York, they increased the level of fluoride in the water. That is dangerous. You can't drink that water at all. You get in the shower. If the water you using have too much fluoride and chloride in it, you better put the shower head to filter this thing as much as you can. We are so exposed, nothing natural. Everything is artificial. So everybody, we should detox once a week. I believe that. Everyone should take something every week to remove toxin from his body if you are health conscious. If you don't want to keep the law of health, you want to spend all your time praying and fasting, I guarantee you go on ahead. God will not listen to that prayer. Why? Read Medical Missionary, page 13, paragraph 3, 4, and page 14, paragraph 1. It's right there. God will not do any miracle. So lower and avoid your contact with toxin as much as you can. The spray. this antiperspirant. Oh Lord, this aluminum right there. And we put it, boom, boom. Most of this perfume, you spray on your clothes, guess what? You breathe it. Makeup. That is one of the most toxic things women doing now. I don't know who tells the women that they're not good enough. I don't know who told you that. I don't know who tells you, our sister, that they are not good enough. They need to put all this dirty thing on their face. By the way, that's an insult to God, though. You're telling to God the way He made is not good enough, so you gotta make it up. Research has proven that women who put makeup on regularly, they have half a pound of makeup in their bloodstream every year. For me, any woman put makeup on, like, you look so fake. I don't know. You look so strange. I don't know how beautiful you look. It doesn't make no sense. The hair, these fake hairs. Make sure, if you want a fake hair, make sure it's natural possible. But if you put in these plastic, nylon, fake hair, you're going to heat up your head. Wait for what's coming up. And this, when the heat come up, it's leaking down your brain. Go and look at the research. These hair are killing our sisters. God did not make any mistake to make black women hair like that. I'm sorry. I might sound weird, but this is the truth. Our mothers, 50 years ago, they was happy about their hair. Today, I don't know who tells us that we are not good enough. I don't know who says that. It's a propaganda. It's a manipulation, brain manipulation. We want to look fake enough, and we end up having a fake face in everything. Everything is fake, 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 fake. Fake hair, fake nails. The toxin from these fake nails is a serious stuff. So you are women, in the morning you take a shower with chlorine and fluoride. After that you put the makeup on it. After that you eat a food full of cereal, full of all of this MSG, everything you can imagine right there. Like everything is bad. Now, after that you drink the coffee, ooh, bad. After that you put nail, bad. You put a fake hair, bad. Your laundry machine in your house, bad. Like, your water we drink, like, how are we going to live? And we want help from that, and we are vegan. We are so, I don't know, it's so crazy. It's really crazy. And we pay money for this thing. Work hard to pay for toxin. Work hard to pay fake hair, fake nails, fake thing, fake makeup, everything, fake, and you get sick. And now when you're sick, you call the church to pray. I won't pray. I'm sorry. I won't. Go remove this toxin, repent from it, and God will heal you for sure. You know. So I'm not talking to you personally. I'm talking in general, okay, sister? Just to say that we are too much exposed to toxin. Too much. Too much. Because we want to look fake. We are not happy the way God make us. And we are insulting God every day. Telling Him He did not do a good job. We're trying to improve what God did. That's serious though. Men trying to improve what God has made. Wow. How will you feel if you make something very perfect, somebody comes to try to improve it? That's a serious insult. It's an insult to God. Any woman listen to me right now. If you are fake, you're putting this fake thing on, I want you to know you are insulting God. And I mean that. If you are hurt, I'm sorry. Well, that's the truth. Go natural as much as you can. The beauty of a woman is her character. The beauty of man is his character and his affection. Character is more than makeup. Are you satisfied with my answer about this toxin stuff? All right. Any other question or comments?
Someone wanted to know, how do you prepare for a colonoscopy?
How do you prepare for colonoscopy? Number one is, why are you doing it? I don't recommend colonoscopy at all unless you're in some extreme cases. Why? Many doctors prove that colonoscopy is not healthy because nothing protecting you. But if you really have to do it, then I would suggest you do colon cleanse first. And you lubricate your system with good oil first before you go do it. That's what I would recommend, if you really have to do it. They make us believe that we have, that we don't have to. There are many other ways to clean up your gut. Clean everything out of your colon. If you have what is it called, a mucoid plaque, you need a serious 30 days detox with herbs, herbal tea, and fast for 30 days. Mucoid plaque is like a rubber. It's like a sticky rubber that stays there in your colon. You can do all the colon cleanse you want. It won't come out. You need to file your herbal teas to lose it. Okay, it's very dark. It's very sticky. It comes from mucus hardened and calcified. So many people have that. Many. So I don't recommend colonoscopy, but if you really, really have to, clean your guts and lubricate your gut before you go. Next question or comment?
Hello?
Yes, I'm listening to you.
Yes, can you repeat the name of the diet that you recommend? Hello?
Yes, hello?
Yes, can you repeat the name of the diet that you recommend?
They call it mucus-less diet.
Mucus-less diet. Thank you.
Yeah, it's the best diet. Best diet. But everything you eat or do, make sure it will not produce mucus in your system. You want to eat a grain that will not produce mucus. For example, millet is safe enough. Wheat is mucus forming. Rice is mucus forming. Millet is not mucus forming. You see? So ancient grain are very safe. But nowadays, the way they make the grain, the way they grow the grain, it creates too much mucus in your system. What is the mucus? When you cough, that white stuff comes out as mucus. Many women build up mucus in their fallopian tube. They can't conceive. It's done. You have too much mucus, you have discharge all the time. You're in trouble, big time. You have any kind of infection. Mucus, number one disease. Number one cause of disease. Every diabetic person has mucus problem. Because the mucus is around your cells with these bad trans fats. They're going to clog up what is called the insulin receptor on the cell membrane. This is science. Go on YouTube, listen to many doctors explain this very well. So you can't get insulin into your cells properly. Even if you're on insulin, you're in trouble. You're going to become insulin resistant. So get your liver right, and liver going to manage your fat. Cut all this mucus forming out of your body, and you're good. You know, we have to avoid mucus forming, anything that's a mucus forming. However, it's GMO. However, it's creating inflammation in your system. Many patients, I tell them, remove grain, all the grain out of your diet, I give you 1 month. They did it, all this pain, I have pain, my joint, my this, etc. Remove every single grain, rice, bread, whatever, children, every grain out. In a month, all your pain is gone. The doctor won't tell you that because he never learned that. He will give you the name of the pill and prescribe you, go for it. So it's time for everyone to educate himself. Please educate yourself. You will never know too much. I was sick in 2014. My gum was infected. I was like, what? And I sit down and I see how important is health. Health is so important. Imagine if I was married and have children and my wife's not working, I am the only one working, and I got sick and had to quit the job, how will be the family? He can break the marriage just like that because ignorance of health. These are very, we think we need money than health. No, you need health first. We have to be educated. Our problem is we are afraid of change. No, don't be afraid. Just go progressively. Go slowly. Learn. And it might take you 6 months, a year to transit. It's fine. Still learning and changing slowly. Slowly. God, we are going to be giving some proposition of diet plan in the future, God willing. So just how to live healthy. And you don't need to spend too much money on it. Not necessarily. You just need to know what and how to mix things right. You know? So mucusless diet, the book is for a long time ago when you don't have this GMO spread all abroad. The name of the doctor is Professor Arnold Harris. There's another professor called Professor Spira. He reviewed the book and added things to it and improved other stuff. You can listen to Dr. Sebi. He's a natural practitioner. He did a great job. He will also have talked to you about mucus a lot. And he will tell you more than you even expect. He will say no to most of the things you eat. You know, so mucusless diet is the best diet. But you need to be well educated about it. So when this book was written, there was not too much GMO around, so he did not put information about GMO. Dr. Ingram, he did experimentation on patients. The patients who are taking oregano oil, the GMO one, they end up sick from it. But the people who are taking a wild oregano oil heal any disease. So you can read in the book saying, take oregano oil for this infection, and you run to the store, you grab any oregano oil, start using it. Guess what? It will make you sick. Why? They modify the structure of that oregano, and the oil is not good enough. Why? It don't have what we call chemical affinity with your body. It's a strain to the body. It creates a problem, creates inflammation. The wheat. 50 years ago in this country, wheat was very safe. A lot. People heal cancer from wheatgrass juice, a lot of things, like big time. But today, the same wheat, they modify the wheat, they have a lot of prolactin in it, and these things are anti-nutrients. You're taking it, you're done. The wheat used to be healthy, now it's dangerous, it's a weapon. You know, so it's a serious stuff. It's I don't know how to even put it. Children getting sick, everybody's sick, cancer left and right. Like diabetes, children born with diabetes, it's not normal. And what we say is we need to make more money to take care of it. No! We need to get out of ignorance. Again and again. Healthful Living, page 13, paragraph 1. Ignorance in health is sin. How many Adventist pastors are on medication? And then know, Sister White said, every Adventist pastor should be a health educator. Every single pastor. But we don't care. We don't. Because when you know following the health, you can't teach about health. So please, this is a serious thing. They go progressively on it. Especially when the children are involved, go slow. And pray that God help. And He will definitely help us. You know, when we're going to study the health, like diet plan for a day, for a week, we'll have better understanding about these things, okay? For mucus, listen to Dr. Robert Moss. It's very good about mucus. Robert Moss. We have a good book on these things. For pH, listen to Dr. Robert Young. Robert Young is number one person I know who understands pH very well. He reversed even type 1 diabetes, and they put him in jail for that. Crazy America. Anybody want to help, they put him in jail. Then he went to jail 4 times already, 4 or 5 times, for treating cancer and all of these diseases. You know, you want the herb, go to Dr. Sebi. You want essential oil, go to Dr. Ingram. He's good in these things. You want more nutrition, go to Dr. Wallach. Yeah, I'm not a doctor. I study people who work. I study a lot of doctors. You read their books, study their work, whatever, and plus divine understanding of things, and then I choose everything out for teaching. So I recommend you go to the source. So I am not a scientist, I am not a doctor, I'm just somebody who believes in respecting the body God has given to us. Did I answer your question, Roy? Are you satisfied? Get a book, Meatless Diet, and contextualize things that are dangerous today, makers. If you're not sleeping well, your body going to create information from that. You're going to create mucus. So mucus stuff is a lot of things. Any other question or that or comments? Okay. If there's no comment, no question, we are going to pray. If I will have to say something, do not wait until you get sick. Prevent the disease. Clean your colon. Keep your pH right. And God will bless. He will lead you. Keep learning and keep applying. God bless you as you are making decisions today to change. Let's pray. I want to make sure nobody have any question and comment before I start praying. Nobody else? Anyone? All right, let's pray. Divine Father, thank you for your love, your grace. Myself, even though you give me knowledge and help, I still get sick from it because I still need to learn. That's why I become more conscious to educate other people. Lord, I beg you, help all the people on the line, their family, that they don't need to wait until they got sick. You made infinite provision that we can be healthy if we just take it as a duty, as a holy duty to keep this body you die for, this body you create for us. Help us to understand that it's perfect enough, we don't need to improve it. We just need to keep it right with your natural ways, your natural counsel. Help us to prioritize ourselves first. And give us wisdom. If we can cut other bills down, if you can reduce some extra expenses that we don't really need, that we can spend that on our health, make us wise to do so. Please, Lord, help us. Help us to be very wise. We're not seeing things well. We are building this kingdom, everything's going to be burned down. And we are not taking care of our brain, the only medium communication we have with you. Help us, Lord. Thank you again. People who are making decisions for transition, for change, Lord, protect and guide their will. Because you promised that your power stands behind every will resolutely set to do the right. So anyone making up his mind right now to change things in the family, their own level, sustain, back up that will, that slowly the change come. Bless your people. I'm praying for ministers, everyone that will wake up to heal your people for your glory. Whatever I miss to teach, I need to understand. Whatever, please guide your people to learn, to go, YouTube, books, whatever, and pray. You will guide, you will lead, you will teach, you will educate. Whatever happen, Lord, make us wise. Make us wise again. I'm asking a healing for people who are already going through some sickness, that you heal them, that you bless them. You guide them, especially to undo or reform their way that making them sick first. And use your natural way, and you will heal. Thank you again. In the precious name of Jesus Christ. Amen. All right, so we come to the end of the study today. May God bless you and keep you. We will see again next Monday, 11:45, God willing. I give a homework. Last time I expect everyone on the line to try to do the homework. Okay? Take all the 8 channels of elimination. Give me 10 disease, 10 cause, 10 prevention, 10 remedies for each channel of elimination. It's very important. All right? When it comes to anatomy and physiology, go on YouTube and watch on anatomy and physiology. Take that from there because you need to see these things. So I can't just talk about it. So God bless. Have a very good afternoon. And we will see you again next Monday, 11:45. Bye-bye.